Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy FEEN Friday. I'm so excited that today is the 5th episode of FEEN TV. Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you feeling today?
What's up, brother? What's up?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Excited.
You doing okay today?
Yeah, been a busy day, but it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Friday. Yes.
Indeed, my boy Jeff's in here. Shout out to you.
Joining today's 5th episode of FEEN TV. Actually, 5 is my favorite number, so I'm really excited for today's
Big five,
episode.
big five.
Hi, everyone. Send this to someone, send this to 10 people, tell them to join in. We're about to get to it. FEEN TV is a place where we speak to entrepreneurs that are fiending for their dreams. They're chasing their dreams, following their dreams, going after everything that they desire, that they want, that they crave, and that they fiend for. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to you too.
Appreciate it.
So today we have Josh Reece here. He is a brand strategist and he's the owner of To The Stars Media. And so for the people that don't know you, may you give them a little insight on who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Josh. I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised. I went to United States Air Force Academy for college, so I'm active duty military in the Air Force right now. Just graduated with my MBA from SMU, and I love business. I love entrepreneurship. Kind of having a career transition here where I'm transitioning more so into the entrepreneurial space. I love to have fun. I love my family. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Thank you for that. Can you give them a little insight on what is To The Stars Media?
Yeah, so it's a digital marketing company. So we really focus on all things marketing in the digital space. So social media, email, search engine optimization, YouTube, TikTok, literally anything that has to do with marketing your business, your brand in the digital space.
How long have you been an entrepreneur?
Yeah, so officially 5 months, but unofficially,
Thank
I'd say it's like a lifestyle like that has kind of been in me. My dad owns a business, so I've been around entrepreneurship for quite a long time.
like
Uh,
growing up into it.
yeah, kind of brought up into it, but officially 5 months.
Like media specifically and brand strategizing.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the media aspect of it is more so social media, but it sounds a little bit better to call it media. But it's more so the digital marketing. Um, Actually, I had a project in school where we had to uh, kind of create a brand strategy and focus only on like the digital space. And so I took my dad's company and just tried a little bit of things, and he had a crazy month, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of good at this. So then I kept studying. I have good mentors, reach out to them, and a couple of my dad's friends who own companies were like, "Who does your marketing?" And he was like, "My son does it." So I was like, "Well, if they're trying to pay me, let me get right.
Right, right.
Let me get right."
It's
So
the bag.
yeah, so that's kind of how the business started.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, how would you describe your media company? I know, you spoke on social media, but to get a little more in depth, how would you describe your
Yeah,
business?
yeah. So really, our niche is open-minded, kind of millennials that are good in the social media space but don't really know how to monetize it.
Hmm.
And then focusing, honing in on the brand strategy portion of it. A lot of people they have a brand but they don't know how to monetize it. They don't have a strategy and they don't know how to automate and integrate to make money. So that's what we focus on.
Right. And that's the thing is like if you don't know how to monetize your Instagram, it's like what's really the point, you know?
Thanks.
It's like if you're just on there just like to post cute pictures, I mean, that's cute and all, but like we're trying to get to the bag. It's 2021, like
Facts.
it's that year.
Facts.
So like, but I know that no one or nothing is perfect. So how would you describe like the perfect client? I know there's probably like a list that you probably go through, but how would you describe your perfect client?
Yeah, so there's no perfect client, but what I would say is a client that really trusts my expertise. A lot of times I run into issues of clients saying, "Oh, I want to hire you," and then they pay me, and then when I try to make changes, they're like, "No, I want it like this." And I was like, "Okay, well, what you're doing right now is kind of it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not working, but we're trying to boost you up. So if you could just trust me, let me do my thing. I'm still gonna consult with you and talk to you and walk you in and coach you. But the perfect I guess client is someone that's really open to listening to my expertise.
Okay, I feel that because it's like if they can't trust you, how can you have a strong relationship, like a strong?
Right. It's crazy. It's like people will pay me and then want to do everything. I'm like, I mean, I'll take your money, but it's not, let me actually help you.
You paid me to do this. Trust me. Like obviously you have some type of faith if you reached out to me and you giving me your money, like, you know.
Exactly.
So like speaking of that, what would you say the hardest part of being a brand strategist is? Like I know that if they can't, they said, take my business to the stars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Cal.
So if someone, like, I know that's a bad quality, but what would you say is like the hardest part other than someone not being able to trust you? What would you say is the hardest part of being
so when it comes to branding, the biggest thing is the brand is and a lot of times it's the person behind that's pushing it. So the hardest part for me is not making it me. I have to work around their personality and what their brand identity is and not think like, oh, I would do it like this. Like, no, I'm helping them, guiding them into building their brand. So that's exactly. So, and then the second part I would say is consumer psychology. So really, really understanding how a buyer thinks in every aspect of all of the marketing funnels. Sometimes you can forget it because you're like, oh, this is a really dope idea. It might be to you, but think about how the customer thinks. So I would say those are the two things for sure.
Right. I think you always kind of have to like I love to hear other people's ideas at times because it's like, okay, so because we all think differently, you know. So like you might think what I see might can process a different way in my brain, but then to you it might be something off or something cooler than what I think. So it's like I think it's cool to get feedback, but it's definitely important to take yourself out of your own shoes and kind of like focus on the customer. And I think that that's sometimes what people fail to realize is that it's not about you, it's about the customer. Like you build a brand to fix a problem. You don't build a brand to like, if that's the case, then you're building a personal brand, and that's totally different from just building like a business outside of that, which is a customer related business. Like
man, you really just dropped the gem. We might have to say that again. You build a brand to solve a problem. People find value in the problems that you solve, period. And people forget that sometimes.
Right. So like with us, like with FEEN is like we're a clothing brand, but the problem that I'm trying to solve, the problem that I'm solving is giving people the motivation that they truly need to keen in on their business and go harder each and every day, hustle, grind, and rewind. Because it's like, I know that especially through the pandemic, it can be hard, you know?
For sure.
So like through the pandemic, how did you persevere? I know you've been doing it for five months. So it's like you started it during the pandemic. So congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
Bet on yourself always.
Period, Jeff. Gotta bet on yourself. Yeah, so through the pandemic, I would say, honestly, the time away from my 9 to 5 actually focused me because I was at home and I didn't have to kind of flip that switch of when you're at work, you don't think about your business as much because you're at work. Now I'm at home all the time and I can just focus on me. So in the beginning of the pandemic, I was just in school. But just thinking of ideas, thinking is like, okay, how can I not waste my time? How can I actually use this time to get better? So I was doing a lot of reading, talking to a lot of friends, talking to my mentors, and then seeing, I'm like a huge business nerd. So I would go back and look at other recessions and what kind of businesses came out of other recessions. So in the crash in 2009, Cash App came out, right? And that's essentially a bank that owns no cash. Uh, uh, Amazon really started jumping after 2009, and that's the biggest retail store that doesn't have brick and mortar. They don't own anything, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, how do I come up with a business that's inventoryless, right? Uber came out of the 2009 crash as well. That's the biggest taxi service, and they own no cars. So that was the kind of research I was doing during the pandemic, and I mean, now I have a successful company. So
Right. And I think that like that was like the best thing is like we all got a time to just kind of like have to ourselves, and we got a time to just really step back and understand what is it that we want. And how you said reading, you know, and I think that that's something like that our generation really needs to focus on is like knowledge is power, you know. It's like money, you can gain money, but to have knowledge lasts forever. Money, you can waste that today or tomorrow, but you have knowledge, that's not going anywhere, you know. So I think that that's very important, you know, and I'm glad that you spoke on that because someone just said information is the most valuable currency. Exactly. Time is your most valuable asset. And I feel like during the pandemic, really all we had is time, you know, time to really just different people did different things. But for people like us that are like fiending for their dreams, we were trying to figure out how can we make this the best of what it is, you know?
yeah, and I really think it's kind of cliche, but I forgot who coined the term, but turn a pandemic to a pandemic. I was like, that's exactly what I want to do.
Yes, I didn't
Pandemic,
know that, but I got it now.
for sure. Yeah,
Employ.
you gotta
I
employ the
remember
money.
when you said that. Employ the money.
Yeah, look, I got a shirt on right now. I had to put that,
Hey,
you
there
know
you
what I'm saying?
go.
Gotta employ the money. Gotta employ the money.
Yes. Where can they get that shirt at?
So the shirts are coming soon.
Okay.
So me and my friends, we just started. I wouldn't say just started, but we're just now pushing this agenda. It's called the Grandeur Society, and we kind of made a brand switch as one through the pandemic, and two as we're kind of getting more mature in our professional careers. And all employ the money is a financial literacy term to change people's mindset. So a lot of people think like, oh, saving a lot of money is, oh, you have bread. No, millionaires don't save money. You save money for emergency funds and whatnot to take care of your family, but after that, you have to make the money work.
Yeah,
You
you have
can't.
to
It's like it's
make you
money
money.
is a tool. So if you have a tool in your tool shed and never touch it, the hammer not going to do nothing. You know, you got
Right.
to work. So that's where Employ the Money came from. And the shirts are coming very, very soon. We got some photo shoots coming out. We got some
Uh,
really dope influencers that'll be having some Employ the Money shirts real soon.
I
And
can't
then
believe
and employthemoney.com is coming real soon too. So
that's what's up.
stay tuned.
So I know that you do 15-minute consultations. So like what would you say is like the focus when it comes to those 15-minute consultations
Yeah.
for
So
your client?
for the client, it's really more so like an onboarding. You're already interested and did a little bit of research on what I do. So as soon as you book your consultation, you get an automatic survey. And the survey is just coming out with giving me the information I need to help you. So what are your biggest issues in your business right now? How active are you on social media? What are your goals for this potential journey that you're going to have with me? Because all of my clients I consider family. So I have to have that personal connection with them so that I can push their brand. Because in marketing, you can't market something that you don't care about or that you
Or
don't know about.
something that you don't believe in.
Exactly. So
Because yeah.
the initial consultation is really just getting a deeper dive into the person and their business, and then if they're a good fit for me or not.
Right. Because not every client is a good client.
Oh, facts. Hey, clients don't know they can get fired. Clients can get fired for sure.
And they said it's not the information you attain, it's what you do with the information makes a difference. That's very true. That's true. Because you can have knowledge and then it's just pointless at that point. So if someone did want to get a consultation with you, how can they go about it?
Yes. So you can go to joshuacreece.com and you can click the Let's Get Started Now. It'll go straight to my calendar. You can click the consultation, and then right after you click it, you put your information in, and that's when your survey goes to you. And then you fill the survey out, and then I'll get a notification and be like, yep, got it on the schedule, and we can get it popping. So it's a pretty seamless couple of clicks, you know, nothing too crazy. and it's free. So if anybody needs a brand strategy consultation, literally anything, you can go through my services and see what you think you need consultation on, and we can make it happen.
So like for the packages, I know that there are different type of packages. Can you let them know like what type of different packages you have?
Yeah. So all of them are brand strategy packages, but it's like, so I have three. I have the purple pack, the gold pack, and the To the Stars pack. The To the Stars pack is like the most illustrious. That's the high ticket package. That is more so for a more mature entrepreneur, more mature business that's ready to, like, I would say, scale from 6 figures to 7 figures, or like heavy 5 figures to 6 figures.
Started.
Yeah. So, and then the lesser packs are more so starter packs to get people on the right track, get them that good foundation. But they scale up too. You'd be surprised, like and I'm not gonna call them basic because it's really fundamental, but just getting those fundamentals right. Some of my clients have really, I'm not gonna throw numbers out there, but it works. I can just say that it works.
You gotta throw the numbers because we need the numbers. It's all a numbers game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a numbers game. Yeah. So this last month, one of my clients had a $40,000 month in revenue.
And so like, what was their profit looking like? Like, what was the month before you helped them out?
Yeah, so the month before that, they were at around 15. But they were already working with me. We were just putting things in play. We were automating. Honestly, my whole thing is automation and implementation. So once we got through the kinks and got the content out there, got everything automated, and we click go, we ran it. I'm just getting screenshots like, bro, I can't believe this. What? Oh my God.
Yes, they were shocked. They were shocked. They're like, trust the process.
Yeah. I mean, really, honestly, entrepreneurship and marketing is just an iterative process. Especially marketing, it's a series of trial and error, but we look at the data, we look at the industry, we look at the brand, and we strategically place ourselves in position. So that's what we did, and that was
like, I'm so glad to hear that, because it's like, I think that more so people love to see results, and that kind of like gets them jumping on the bandwagon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I have another client, he's a realtor. He was like, man, everywhere I go, everybody's just talking about how like seamless my process is, how they love the automation, and how my Instagram is just next level. Like, so that's just the basic, like that's just the beginning of what we're gonna do. So yeah, it's been great getting that feedback from my clients, because honestly, my success is driven from other people's success. So seeing other people succeed in their business, these are their babies. Honestly, your brand and your business are their babies. So they're seeing their babies grow up like they've always dreamed of. And the fact that I had a little play in that makes me feel really good.
Right. Like, I'm so glad to hear that, because it's like, at the end of the day, those reviews is, I feel, what kind of boosts us to be like, okay, like we're doing something right, like
right. We're on the right track for sure.
It's going to keep going on this path, because obviously it's making a difference. Like, it's changing someone's life, multiple people's lives, And so it's like, for me, I love that kind of like a small sense of gratification, It's like, okay, I see that it's really like working out. But I know that entrepreneurship can be hard. So what would you say is like probably the number one? I know that there are a lot of mistakes that people make, but what would you say is probably the number one when it comes to branding and strategizing?
I think the number one mistake is people try to change too quickly with waves. It's cool to hop on waves because it's like, it's what's popping, but your brand should not be the wave. Your brand should be you, and then you finesse the wave, as you know what I'm saying, you ride the wave.
Right.
Exactly. Strategically in your brand. People try to change too much, and then I would say quitting on themselves is another thing that people do. I mean, entrepreneurship is so tough. It's like, it's a roller coaster. So if you're not built for it, don't jump into it if you're not ready, because
but
you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be up late.
I guess, like, you don't really know if you're built for it. Well,
it's like you get thrown into the deep end.
So you're really in the mud, like, like you're like, oh, it's 2 a.m., but yeah, I'm not gonna go to sleep till 4, even though I gotta wake up at 7. But it's okay, because, and they said vibe warrior.
Oh yeah, my man Malik, yeah, he's a vibe champion. He has 7 vibe championships. He's a vibe MVP.
Oh, I gotta check him out.
For sure.
So like I know that the reviews, those really get you going, and those kind of like help put you in a position to see what you're doing right and continue to do that thing right. There are those certain things. But what would you say is like the main thing that you feel for?
Freedom, honestly. It's like, I know that's a
Wow.
very vague. Yeah,
My last special guest, Paris, she said that last week.
yeah, freedom. Freedom of, you know, being able to move however you want to move, being able to do whatever you want to do. That's what I fiend for. And there's a certain level of, I guess, financial stability that you need to have for that. But it's not like a money number. It's not. I don't fiend to be like, oh, I want to have $1 million in the bank. Like, no, it's just, I want to be able to do exactly what I want to do whenever I want to do it. I want to take care of my family, have fun with my friends, and
Right. Because when we talk about freedom, it's not just financial freedom. It's time, effort, like it's bigger than just money. Like
exactly.
it's more to life than just the dollar. I mean, that's important. But but like how we were speaking about time and you happen to have that capital and those funds, what would you say to people that, you know, they're like, oh, I don't really want to work a 9 to 5, or, you know, they feel that type of way. You know how people get when they get to that point to where it's like, I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but I kind of need to. What would you tell them?
Yeah, so I'm in that space. Utilize the 9 to 5, leverage the 9 to 5. You have to use your time. Employ the money. I know I'm going back to employ the money. So like this 9 to 5 that I'm at, a lot of that money is getting invested into my business to create that freedom. Now that I'm a boss, I'm my own boss. When people talk to me crazy at work, I damn near will want to cuss them out. But I'm like, okay, I gotta tone it down a little bit. But you gotta use the 9 to 5, leverage the 9 to 5 to fund your dreams. And your dreams will, you know, then it'll blow up if you put, you know, that effort into your business or whatever you're investing in. But people who kind of like, oh, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 or I can't live that life. Sometimes it's a sacrifice.
Definitely.
Sometimes you got to sacrifice. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't tell people. There's a certain level of, I guess, comfort that a 9 to 5 gets you, but there's a ceiling. So I mean, there's an you up your earning potential as you get degrees and go get jobs, but you're not gonna get rich off of a 9 to 5. Right. So you got to leverage that time and those funds to fund your dreams.
Because the salary for an entrepreneurship is endless. It's what you make it, but
it can go to the stars. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you need that capital to really get you where you're going. And then, you know, like people like us is like, we have a degree, so, you know, might as well just use it. You got 2 degrees. So it's like, it's like, why not, you know?
Yeah.
But like, would you say that it's difficult working with multiple clients at the same time as a brand strategist? Like, can that be difficult at certain times?
Not really, because this business is built to scale.
They said
a lot of my processes are automated. So the hardest part was setting up the automations. But now it's just me meeting with the business owners, having like strategy meetings. And that's what I love to do. I just love talking business strategy, love talking brand strategy. So that's the fun part. And then I get to do it on multiple different fronts. So I actually like it. So really, the more clients, the merrier.
Right. And it kind of like shows you the different type of things that are in different people's heads. Like,
oh yeah,
what is she thinking of? I don't know. It's like different ideas. I would really love to do that. I have a few clients where I help people out with social media management. So that's interesting as well. But what you do is a whole different ball game. Shout outs to you.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets tough, but the company's built to scale.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And so it's like you said, you have to believe in that company, so you know that it's built to scale.
Right.
You know what you're working with.
Exactly.
So like, I'm glad that it's not difficult though, because that really shows, you know, how passionate you are about the things that you do and brand strategy in itself, you know?
Yeah, that like the actual like strategy meetings and stuff, that don't even seem like work. Because I love talking about business. Like I could talk about business every day, all day. I can talk about money every day, all day. So that part of my company, I love. I love scheduling those meetings with my clients, going and sitting down, talking about, okay, when is this coming out? How are we going to monetize this? What are these margins looking like? When are we going to get this design out? Like all that stuff. I love it. I love it.
So like, speaking of talking, how long would you say after the 15-minute consultation, once someone sets up their meeting with you, you know, and they get their package all together, how long would you say that call lasts, the first one?
Yeah, so I don't like long meetings. So between 30, like I agenda everything. So I can be like, okay, we have this, and this on the agenda. We can meet twice a week. We can break it into 2 30-minute calls. If you're busy, we can just make it one hitter quitter, you know, but I don't like sitting on the phone like that a lot. I like doing. So, I mean, I communicate on all fronts.
Put it into action.
Yeah, I like putting it into action. I like having actionable plans, action record, stuff like that. So I'd say between 30 and 45 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Meetings usually like they're supposed to last 30 minutes, then it's like we get to talking about everything, and then it's like turns into an hour. But I just like we're just both so passionate about it, so it's like
I mean, I think it's for me too.
Fast when you're talking about your business, I feel
that
like
is very true. But for me, I would say since I'm coming just strictly from like a strategic point, and I have a fresh view of their brand because I didn't create it. It kind of makes it a little easier for me to have those meetings, because when like you talking about your brand, you love, that's your baby, right? So you could talk about it for days. If I'm outside looking in to do some research, I'd be like, I like this. I think we can tweak that and then do that. And then I'm done. So, yeah.
Because I know way more than you. So really, I'm going to be the one talking.
Exactly.
So like, when it comes to your brand, I know that you're having an event. Is it next week?
It is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
It's in Austin?
It's in San Antonio, downtown San Antonio. I'm having a summer launch party because I am about to start actually marketing myself, marketing my website. It is complete. It is ready. It is fully automated, fully functional. So we're celebrating. I'm having a mixer with San Antonio's best and brightest entrepreneurs, young business minds. We're just going to come together. We're going to celebrate. I have one of my good friends, Brandon Joseph. He has a meal prep business. He's actually catering the event, and it's going to be fun. It's gonna be
they said good luck to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, my man. I'll be in LA real soon.
I love the support. So where's your meeting? Where is this mixer?
Yeah, so it's downtown. I have a clubhouse rented out. We got the champagne on ice.
That's super cool. You got to go on live so I can be a part of it.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Hey, we got the. This is To the Stars Media. We got the videographer coming. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's definitely gonna be recorded. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have the recap video is gonna be real dope. But yeah, I'm gonna go on live too and just kind of talk a little bit, just about what it means. Because this is a big step for me, especially because I'm showing my clients and potential clients what I can do for them. So, website automations, integrating email marketing with social media marketing, with YouTube, you know what I mean? So this is a culmination of a lot of hard work. So I'm really excited, and we're going to be turning.
Congratulations. How long, because I do events as well. So how long did it take you to prep for this event?
Well, actually, this is kind of funny. I'm really, really, really good at planning. Me and the homies, we used to throw parties, and I'd be like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Got it. So I came up with the idea on last week. I was like, yeah, I am launching the website. I'm launching the brand on Monday, so I might as well throw something Saturday. And I was like, I don't want it too big, maybe like 20, 30 people. So then I just all right, got to get the food, hit the videographer, rented the spot, and it was a wrap after that.
Well, it didn't take Congratulations to you, because my brain be going through loopholes. Because I'm going back home and I'm going to be having 3 different events. So I'm just trying to plan each one, But are you having any other events in July or later?
Yeah. So with the other brand that I really rep, the Employ the Money, the Grander Society, it's a group of 5 of us, and one of our brothers is deployed right now, and he gets back in July. So we're gonna have our Employ the Money photo shoot, like coming out party in Houston. Is gonna be really dope. We really do things really, really, really big. If you remember any of the people that are watching any of the Grandeur Society parties, they go crazy. We go hard. So it's gonna be really dope. It's gonna be a whole bunch of you know, young entrepreneurs that are really on top of their craft in multiple different industries. And we're gonna have fun because, you know, the city of Houston is like that. So
Yes, it truly is. I would love to attend if I'm still
absolutely, absolutely.
The 20th. I'm definitely gonna
Oh
come.
yeah, it'll be before the
Up
20th. It'll be before the 20th.
July, and come have fun, meet entrepreneurs, connect. That's one thing, y'all. Connect. Like, don't be afraid to connect with people that are in your realm or even outside of your realm, because you never know what you can offer one another. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And you never know what opportunities might present itself. So never be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and interact with other entrepreneurs. If you see that someone is doing something that you might want to do, or something that one of your friends is doing or something like that, reach out to them, connect with them, and just build a rapport with them, you know? Like me, I started FEEN TV and we're on episode 5 now. Super excited. And it's only up from here. So it's like, you just have to bet on yourself and ride your own wave, like he was saying, you know?
Facts. And I want to give a shout out to my man Justice. His Instagram name is Heavy on Assets. He's another one of the big heavy hitters in the Grandeur Society that came up with the Employ the Money movement. So he just came in here. I want to say shout out to you. And yeah, the function is gonna be, you know, mid to late July. So if you're in town, you're definitely invited.
Yes, I would love to come. So they'll be at this event that is tomorrow. There'll be entrepreneurs speaking.
So it's kind of, first it's just gonna be a meet and greet, and then I'm just gonna have like a few words, and then from there, if anyone wants to just shout out their business, speak on what they're doing, it'll be like an open floor, like 2 to 3 minute elevator pitch.
Basically,
yeah, so it'll be like that.
Event.
Yeah, just a networking event. But I like making it live. So we're gonna have the photographer, videographer. We're gonna have the bottles popping. We're gonna have all that stuff. But we're gonna take care of business too.
Because that's what really, you know, it's what gets people going. That's what people,
Right.
you know, they like us. You got to give the people what they want. But if you didn't record it, did it really happen? So you need the videographer there.
Exactly. Stay tuned for the recap video. It's gonna be dope for sure.
We will definitely. I will definitely stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned as well. So, like, I really appreciate you for coming on here. But what would you say is like the thing that truly drives you to get up in the morning and just hustle, grind, and rewind?
Yeah. So what really motivates me is my family, the people that I want to make proud, the people that I want to take care of.
That's my.
And I'm really spiritual as well. So I wake up in the morning every day, and I give myself 30 minutes to meditate. I read my Bible, pray, and just reset me for the day. Especially because I'm kind of going through that. I don't want to go to work. I want to just work on my stuff. So that time right there is when I wake up to just, you know, calm me down, focus me, plan my day out, and get to it. So yeah, for sure, the motivators are my family, my friends, and the people that I want to take care of one day.
Yes, I love to hear that, because it's like, you know, they help you get to where you are mentally,
Absolutely.
physically. So it's like, why not give back to those people? Because I feel exactly where you're coming from, especially this is so relatable, right? Like my mom. Oh, don't worry, mom. I cannot wait. Oh, but yes, like family is everything to me. I'm such a family-oriented person. It's like, and even, you know, like the people that you might not be blood, but if I treat you like family, you're family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
So before we wrap up, is there any advice that you would give to an upcoming entrepreneur? Maybe someone that just started, or someone that's kind of lost in that realm of branding, and they're trying to figure out, you know, what is like the next step that I can take? What would you say is something that can be, you know, maybe affordable for someone that's in that stage?
Yeah. So if you're in that stage, I would just say, one, invest in your business. Like a lot of the money that you make, put back into the business, and then continue to ask questions until you can't answer them anymore. And that's how you can really find your true brand identity. So I did this, why, for who, for what, and ask those questions until you can't anymore. And then you'll be able to find your brand.
Right.
And then for an entrepreneur, I would just say don't quit. Like, don't quit. Even if it's trash, even you like, man, I'm tired. I'm not making no money. But you have a dope idea, dope dream. Keep hustling. But it's gonna blow up for sure.
What would you say is like one way that they can kind of, something that they can maybe do on their own to kind of take their brand to the next level?
I would say one thing that you can do on your own, along with asking all those questions, I would say try your best to create a content schedule. So scheduling your content on social media, and then creating a brand strategy as best of your ability from your business plan. If you can, because people kind of confuse business plan and brand strategy, but once you know what your brand is and know what product or service you're selling, you have to strategically put yourself in position to sell your product, right? So on all fronts. In part, if someone were to come on the street and see you wearing one of your shirts, like, okay, what is that? You have to have that elevator speech ready. Your Instagram needs to be optimized. You know?
I'll take notes, please, if you need these.
Yeah, you got to integrate. If you have a website, you got to integrate your emails to where if someone clicks on something and they make a purchase or they subscribe to your email list or something, they need to get an automatic email. You know, all that stuff is really kind of simple to do. And so I would say that that'll definitely take your business to the next level.
Right. And that email automation goes back to like customer service. And
Yes.
that a lot of people don't understand how important customer service truly is, you know, that along with being organized, how you were just saying about planning, being strategic with your moves. And especially if you do have a 9 to 5, you need to be strategic with your time, because you don't have all day to just focus on one thing. Like you have a few hours to focus on a task, you know.
Right. And so one thing I would say too is really like you got to really tap in. Like I know I say that word a lot, but you really, really, really have to focus. So me, when I started my business, I changed my work hours so that I would get off a little earlier. I would go in earlier, get off earlier. So I have more of my, daylight time to focus on the business.
Right. It's like, that's really important, having that time to invest. And it's like, it's not that you're tired, you're just not motivated. But I truly appreciate you coming on the 5th episode of FEEN TV. And I'm so glad to hear that you're fiend for freedom and you hustle, grind, rewind, because your family, you know, it's like, because I can just relate so much to that. Like, I love my family so much. I would do anything for them. Oh my gosh. But yes, like, everyone, I just want y'all to really just understand what he said, write it down, put it in your brain, do what you have to do to get to the next level. And if you need a book a consultation, you said the website is?
Yes. So follow me on Instagram first at _future247, and then go click the link in the bio and then click the get started button. Really simple.
Yes.
15-minute conversation.
Instagram. What is your Instagram?
It is the _future247, the future 247. That's me.
And then also your business Instagram. Can you?
Yes. So I actually am transitioning all of my business stuff onto the personal Instagram. So I'm just going to run one page because I feel like I am the business, I am the brand. So I'm going to push the business stuff and the personal stuff all in one Instagram. So that'll be me. Like I said, the website, joshuacreece.com, is in the bio.
Yeah. So joshuacreece.com. Get your 15-minute consultation, and then you can move on to truly branding your business to the next level, taking it to the next level with him and his team. And yeah, he said the proof is in the pudding. So.
And I really appreciate you for allowing me on this platform. FEEN TV is super dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hustle, grind, and grind. First of all, that's super catchy. So I'm proud of you for that. That's dope. That's super dope.
A lot of people don't even know, but yeah, my mom actually, she helped me come up with that. I was like, hustle, grind, Mom, what's next? Rewind. Okay, thank you, Mom. But yes, hustle, grind, rewind, and fiend for your dreams. Please, y'all, like, you are all you have at the end of the day. So I just want y'all to enjoy this weekend. But remember that the grind does not stop on the weekends, okay? It is Friday, but that does not mean that we're not working. Like, what are we doing now? Working.
Every Saturday and Sunday, the homie see a tweet from me up early, even on the weekend. mornings because
exactly. Get up early, do what you got to do, hustle, grind, rewind, fame for your dreams. Y'all go book his consultation at joshuareece.com. Follow me at Kate Hayez, KateHayez, and then follow the brand as well, FEEN Official, FEEN Official, and you can shop on FEENofficial.com as well. I love you all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you have a great event tomorrow too.
Oh, we'll do. We'll do. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
You're welcome. Bye. It was so lovely talking to
Bye.
you.